because they was causing fraud and everything. But just because they say she was in there, she was pregnant. So I went to court a few times.
I don't understand that. What do you mean? The brakes went. So what was the issue?
Somebody else was driving. The guy that was driving was drinking. But the brakes still went. So he ran for the pavement, hit somebody's house. So what happened was, because my niece, his father, felt that the light was going to fall on him, he told the guy to say that he wasn't driving. And he was in the truck, but he wasn't driving, but you know, he was driving, and that, you know, his kid's brother was in there. Because he was mad at U-Haul. So I went to court with him. He had a real nasty DA. And he been a DA office for a long time and stuff. So we talked and stuff. And then we got in front of the judge. So what happened was, the clerk said, at that time I was using my mother's maiden name. Which is called as Hammond. She's originally descended from the Moorish American. The Moors are Hammond. The Moors are North Carolina and South Carolina. She was directly sitting from them. So I use Hammond. So she said, Mr. Hammond, I need your bar number. So I walked over and said, I can give you my aboriginal number, a bar number. Is that what you're looking for? She said, no, I do. She said, I said, I don't have that. I'm not an Esquire, so I'm not required to give you a bar number. She told the judge, right in open court. I said, attorney, you're going to jail. She said, Mr. Hammond said that you don't have a bar number. She said, wait a minute. She said, you personate an attorney? You know I can have you locked up for coming in like you practice law. I said, excuse me, with all due respect. I said, first of all, let me go on my bag. So I already kept the definition. I said, this coming from Bouvier Black Law Dictionary, coming from the 3rd edition. I said, the word attorney means transfer, turnover, transfer. It's a transfer, no different than a notary. I say, however, I'm not an Esquire. However, I say I can be an attorney if somebody can appoint me as attorney. I do believe that as power appointed me, he appointed me as his attorney. I said, actually, in our reality, I'm a jurisdiction consultant. And I operate in science of law. I said, when you come ecclesiastical law, you want to deal with civic law, you want to deal with international law, private law, public law, how you want to do it. I said, but the right to practice law, nobody got a right to practice law. I said, but you can show me the truth written in the law that there's a such thing, somebody have a right to practice law. I said, I'll humbly walk out of here and know there's an error in the name. I said, now you just threatened me by, him arresting me. I said, if anybody, I said, you need to arrest everybody right here. I said, because if you want to see that a right to practice law, ask them for their bar card. Never say I was a bar attorney. Never say I was an Esquire. So she said, what do you do? Come here, you can't process. Excuse me, wait a minute. I said, it's a matter of right. I have a right to speak before anybody. I said, that's a Jehovah Yahweh right. That was given for me. That is a right that you can't take away. You can't even delegate that right.
That's right. It's unalienable.
I said, show me a delegation of authority that you even a judge. I said, but I'm a sidebar with you because you get ready to damage your reputation as a judge because you're elected by the people. I said, you need to remember that you're only a public servant. You threatened me. I never threatened you. I never committed any fraud. I said, but I can show you the truth written in the law if you want me to show it to you. I sidebar. She said, come over here. So I start doing like this. You know, and the guy told me they don't amazing. He said, man, you scared to death when you did that. He told me he's coming to full science of law. You did that. And I said, excuse me, do you understand what you're doing here today? You speaking law. You can't speak no law. I said, now, as a federal law, I have the right to ask you for your office of contract.
Yes.
Your affidavit of appointment, your surety and fidelity surety bond, and your oath of office. That's how I'm familiar that you are obligated. There's treaties on the law of the land. So if I walk up in here, I have authority of the treaty to walk up in here, you can't get me arrested. The whole time the sheriff sat down and looked at me, the sheriff looked at me, and I came to the city court. I said, I'm going to come back again, once again to the city court, that I have not committed fraud, and I can't be arrested here today. I just told you about my status before this court. The sheriff looked at me and said, he's down there looking over the paperwork, marking stuff off. I said, now you getting excited. No, I just spoke the truth. I just told the law. I said, now I could be a counselor, a bastard. I said, I'm not. I said, I want to be an attorney by appointment. I can be that. I said, but if you read the definition, which I left with you right there, read the definitions. I said, as a matter of fact, if you want, I'll read the definition. Oh, that's not necessary. I'll read it to the record. If you want me to read it to the record, I'll read it to the record. What the definition means. I bring it with me. I was going to court. I bring it with me. I'm going to get back. I'll bring it with me. And I said, you know, it's a difference of meaning in all these words deriving from all their roots are different. So if somebody here is saying that they're an attorney, they may be right. They're probably here for transfer and turnover. But I never said I was an esquire, because an esquire is somebody ranking below a knight. Title given to a gentleman. Now I never said I was an English citizen or a gentleman of England. So therefore, and you know, at that time, I'd have ripped my fanny up. I had a 13th Amendment, I didn't have to work. Because you know, the 13th Amendment, it said no title of nobility or honor can be given to
exactly.
I didn't have to work.
You know that.
Because the 13th Amendment is the thing that enable you not to even go in their courtroom. They say nobody there honor.
Go on.
I do believe the 13th Amendment say that no title of nobility or honor should be given to nobody. If they do, they forfeit their citizenship, and their office can be held by nobody in any kind of office in the United States. So if they hold a title as what's on their name tag times we walk in there? Honorable.
Yes.
Disqualified automatically. Disqualified.
Yes.
Disenfranchise himself. And the 13th Amendment was made, I do believe, ties in 1819. And you never hear about that amendment even being talked about, because it's an amendment that's disqualified the bars, the esquire.
Exactly.
The all the judges that walk in and say the honorable, and to bring another judge in from a note and say that he's a common law judge, you had committed what? Fraud. You have
committed a fraud. Active
fraud.
And active and constructive fraud.
Well, like Ty said, if you had nobody from the Moore Science Temple, not even the Moore Science Temple, anybody from the Wichita, Shaky election, Delaware Valley Republic, Susquehanna County, which you see the old man Susquehanna was a country.
Yes.
You won't have nobody coming and saying, yeah, they go this and that, placing in the evidence.
Yes.
And also, when you place the evidence, have the constables or officers standing like this, the Moors. Now, they say Moors. Had the Moors, was the life authority say, a judge, when it said, do say, an officer in the Isle of Man, not that statutory Isle of Man they gave to the UN.
Yeah.
I find that out that they hide it. You know, I want to tell you the Isle of Man says, you know, that's a Moor republic.
Yes.
So they, just like the Morocco Empire, the state from the UN, they took these people that wasn't even indigenous or aboriginal and said that they are the Isle of Man, a little island.
And they're not.
Look what they say though. They self-acknowledged government and sovereignty themselves operate within the United Kingdom. Yeah. They kept them without title, but they made them a little trying to say, well, this is not hidden from us.
Yeah.
So they hide it.
Yeah.
So they said, okay, but that's what I did. I didn't have that then. Had I had it then, I could have disqualified her. But I helped him out anyway. Because they was talking about giving like 5 years taking the septic job.
Yeah.
So he got off with some restitution.
Yes.
After I left, I said,
after you stood for him.
I said, I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I said, this is what I said. I said, I'm being threatened. And my niece started laughing. I said, I'm scared to death. If this man standing with a gun gonna shoot an international citizen of a foreign corporation, I'm scared. She said, what's going on? I said, wait a minute. I said, she just told you that if you don't walk in here with without a government officer, you can't contract. I said, follow through with it. I said, I'll come back later on and find out about all the credentials and stuff. Shoot, when I left out of there, this is what I heard. He told me, he said, man, the DA ran down there with vengeance. He said, man, wait a minute. The DA said, did you, brother? I knew he was bad. That's when the worst chain rock they ain't choke him in there. And he put his, I heard about him, he put his thing down. She said he was talking of the property law.
Yes.
They talking about him. He said he walked out, I couldn't believe he walked out the courtroom. And I told him, he said, man, you know what he told me? He said, man, listen, I'm gonna get rid of this man. I'm just gonna do 6 months probation. And he had 4 felonies. Carried 5 years. I said, listen, they were scared because they were scared.
Here you go. Read into here. Here's Article 13.